Hello everyone, and welcome back to this new episode. In today we will explore the different ways of acquiring vehicles. So these options can be used by individuals as well as rental companies looking to expand their fleet. So we have four main ways. We have the rental, the ownership, the leasing and the leaseback. Right,
yeah.
Mauro?
Yeah, main four strategies for the car rental that needs to purchase cars
Exactly.
or any kind of vehicle.
Exactly. Let's start with the first one, shall we?
Let's go.
Okay, so we have the first one, which is the rental. Okay, let's give a brief definition of what rental is. When I rent a car, I have the possibility to use this vehicle for a specific period of time, and I have to pay, of course, a fixed amount daily or monthly. It depends on the type of rental. Of course, when we are talking about a rental company that rents in order to rent to other customers, we're talking about rent-to-rent specifically. There are many pros and cons, of course. Let's talk about them. The first one, I would say that you have the possibility to expand your fleet, to have modern vehicles, and of course without paying a lot of money because you don't own these vehicles. Okay, so especially in seasonal needs, maybe during the summer you need more vehicles than other times, so you have this option. Of course, there are some cons, which is the main one. I would say that you don't own the vehicles. You will never have the possibility to claim a property ownership to this vehicle once the rental agreement is done. And the second one, I would say that, of course, passing by an agreement, you have some contractual limitation, which is such as mileage limitations and so on. Of course, I forgot about one pros, and I will let you speak. One pro, of course, is that many expenses are taken care by the company you rent it from. So the road assistance, the insurance, you will not have to think about this cost.
Yeah, of course. And this has also a consequence that maybe your rate is higher because there is another company that is providing you services, and of course they need their margin. So the rent-to-rent can be a little bit expensive compared to the other options.
Yeah, definitely, you're right.
Yeah. Let's speak about purchasing directly the car.
Yeah.
So, with a loan or directly with the cash.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is probably the most effective way, but there are some requirements. Of course, you need to have cash, or you need to have the trust from the banks, because you need the credit sometimes for purchasing cars. The benefits are mainly that you will have, in general, more margin and the possibility to resell the car. So doing trading, purchasing and reselling the car, that is a very crucial part of the business, because there is not only the operational activities like renting the car, but there is also the trading activity, that is purchasing and selling our stock at the end of the life. This is very important.
Absolutely.
And for some companies, it's most of the margin is coming from there. So, but it's required cash, it's required credit from the banks. So this can limit the growth. At sometimes, cannot be the only option. In general, it's not the only option that the only way that a car rental should follow.
Absolutely. Okay, now the third one that we have is the leasing, which I would say that it's sort of a middle ground between the rental and the ownership. So basically you have the possibility to have a vehicle for a specific period of time, so you can use it, and at the end of this agreement, basically you will have the possibility to purchase this vehicle. Okay, so it's sort of a middle ground. As for the pros, I would say that the main pros is the fact that you can, at the end of the agreement, you can purchase this vehicle, and definitely one of the main pros is that, of course, you will have the possibility to have a modern fleet without have to invest a huge amount of liquidity. That's definitely one of the main important thing to mention, I would say. But one of the cons, on the other end, I would say that, of course, sometimes if you decide to purchase this vehicle, eventually the remaining value could be a little bit higher with respect to the normal cost of the vehicle if you don't do a leasing agreement, basically. And of course, as for the rental, there are some limitations due to the contract you have. So you will have a mileage limitation. This is usually the main limit you have in a leasing agreement, right, Mauro?
Yeah, correct. The other point also is that for having a leasing, probably you need a credit.
Yeah.
So if you just incorporate a new company, maybe they will not give you the leasing because you need some credit from a bank.
Yeah.
This can also a little bit block your company. No,
Absolutely.
It cannot only be the only tool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The last one.
The last one is the leaseback. Leaseback is again something similar between the ownership and the leasing. So leaseback means that you own your fleet, you purchase your cars, and then you decide to sell the car at a specific price to the leasing company. So that is why it's called leaseback. Okay, because the car are yours and you decide to lease to another company, to sell to another company that will lease the car to you, pay a monthly fee. At the end, also you can purchase again the car at a specific price that is decided in the beginning. What are the pros of this? The main pro is that you get cash. Yeah. Because you already own the cars, maybe you need the cash for doing some operations, so you can sell the car to the leasing company, get the cash, and pay the monthly fee. And of course, at the end, you have to pay to get back the car, or you can give back the car to the leasing company. So this is another option that is on use.
Yeah, absolutely. This is very interesting. So you guys, we have explored the 4 ways of expanding and acquiring more vehicles in order to expand your fleet. But Mauro, which is the best solution?
Yeah, there is no best solution, but there is your specific receipt, your specific formula that works at best for your company. Yeah. For example, I remember that during the COVID, there were many companies that were using only rent-to-rent. So they get in trouble.
They got in trouble
in that period. Why? Because they had to pay the monthly fee also if the car were in the park.
Were stuck in the park.
Yeah, that is a problem. Instead, if the car, you have the ownership of the car, of course you have the depreciation of the car, but you don't have to pay the monthly fee to another company. So it's not easy to decide what is the right choice for you, but probably it's a combination. Because you need to have some leverage, so using credit or rent-to-rent, but at the same time you need also a stable company, and that you have with your own fleet.
Yeah, a good strategy is always the best solution. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I will see you on the next episode. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team in the comments down below.
See you at the next episode.
Bye.